everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what is destined for you and your life in the upcoming time, okay? And as always, when it comes to your selection, you can pick a pile that is most for you, and you can do that according to the feathers, the images, or one of these cute plates. I'll give you some time for your selection, and then we start with pile 1. Hello everyone, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive about what is destined for you and your life, okay? Now first of all, let me just tell you this. A lot of your future is going to be something that you make of it, okay? So please make sure to have good intention towards your life, and at no point of time should you compromise yourself, but a lot is in your hands right now, so it's about the decisions that you take. So please make sure whatever decisions you take, you make it very, very consciously. 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So in your destiny, success is written. In whatever it is that you're doing, you are meant to be successful, and you're supposed to be successful at a very broad range, okay? There is a possibility that you thought that, okay, I'll just get this level of success, but your own level of success will surprise you. So there's this surprise factor, which is sort of a blessing for you in your life. And one of the biggest blessings that is coming through is a lot of people will come to support you in your journey, okay? Now this can be in your family's journey, this could be on your work journey, but you get support of like-minded people. In some cases, even people with different skill set come to aid you and assist you when you need that help. That is coming through. When it comes to your future, you're going to be slightly workaholic, okay? So it's like, you wake up, you think about work, midday you think about work, because work is taking a lot of your time, and also your attention is what is coming through. You are also destined to have close friendships, and not only are these friendships close, they're also very meaningful for you. Sometimes these could be the people that you work with, okay? So maybe you're going to be finding a new colleague who you get along with fabulously, and that translates into a deeper friendship. Meeting somebody who has same interests as you have, okay, that is what will really bond you together. And in a way, when it comes to your friendships in the upcoming time, you won't have to compromise yourself. You won't have to compromise your integrity, because in a way, your friendships are very different. It's like the other person is very different. They have a different kind of talent, and you have a different kind of talent, but yet you come together. Even when it comes to romantic relationships, it may take work. You may feel like, okay, things are slightly tricky, but with work and with understanding, things are working for you in your favor. Remember, as I mentioned, when it comes to your future, you're becoming sort of a workaholic, but there you may have to learn how to manage to delegate. And when you want to say no to something, don't be afraid to say no. I'm not even saying this in terms of your work, I'm just telling you this in terms of your ordinary life. If something doesn't speak to you, say no to it. Don't carry that burden on you unnecessarily. That's something that you need to know. And frequent travel is a part of your future life. That is what I see. Sometimes overseas trip is also likely. Work trip and related to pleasure are also possible. Now, in the upcoming time, you're resolving certain karmic relationships. Like certain relationships are really tricky, and your soul was supposed to grow there. Your soul has learned this lesson, it's gonna grow, and because of which the karmic nature of the relationship is gonna come to an end. So where there was conflict, there will be peace. When it comes to your life, in the upcoming time, I feel like you learn to surrender your ego. If you were very driven by ego and you thought, I can do it all, you'll finally learn that maybe that's not the case. Maybe there are specialists for us. Maybe if your friend is a specialist, you learn to take their help. If somebody from your family is a specialist, you learn to take their help. But the person that you were so controlled, that control part of you is like relaxing a bit. Yeah, you're learning to surrender, you're learning to give up, and because of which ease is coming into your life. You release a lot of emotion that was negative in nature, a lot of frustrations is what you'll be releasing in the upcoming time. And along with that, I feel like this is also emotional baggage that you've been carrying for a very long time. I feel like you'll be able to release it and surrender it. Certain old stories maybe is what you'll surrender in the upcoming time, which is a blessing for you. You'll also find community. Okay, community where you belong, community where people care for each other. Yeah, these are not selfish relationships. These are relationships in which people are like, it may be difficult, but I'm gonna stand with you. Yeah, so that kind of community is coming through. Sometime for you, you may also sort of move into a place where people are very connected, people are very close, and that makes you very happy. In the upcoming time, certain promising opportunities will find you. And I'll tell you this, these are the opportunities that you were waiting for. You were like, okay, I really want to do this, but I'm not finding like the right time, or I'm not finding the right person, or I'm not finding the right job. So that comes into your life right now. And with action, you'll be able to manage that. And you'll also have more faith in your dreams. So if something has happened in your life which makes you feel like, my dreams are not working out, I don't know what to do, I don't even know if this is going to work out for me in the future, things are changing. You're learning to be a lot more faithful to your dreams. So if you have a dream that you really, really go to sleep and you pray to God and are like, okay, this is what I want, then you're learning to stick with it. Just because things get tough, you're not like, I'm going to give this up. Yeah. In that case, you become a little bit stubborn. Yeah. That's coming through. I'm also going to give you your tea leaf cards to see what is destined for you in terms of the blessings. A financial gain usually coming from something that you did in the past. So in the upcoming time, certain financial gains are destined. So there is a possibility if you had made some kind of investment, that investment pays off and you get that money in return, or you had invested in something, something you did and something you forgot, then that is also coming back to you. But it's like your past benefiting you in certain ways. So in a way, your hard work is paying off. Okay, you have the message of Valley, a deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So when it comes to your life, there's a kind of a deep strength coming. And that deep strength is also peace. And it's almost like, the worst times are over. And because the worst times are over, you're becoming stronger as an individual. You're becoming much more real. You're becoming much more authentic. And you're not showing up as anybody but yourself. That's coming through. Okay, now celebration, fun and enjoyment. So in the upcoming time, the good kind of friendships that I'm seeing, I feel like you'll spend more time with them, going outdoors, having a good time. Fun and enjoyment is more of like a personal thing. So whatever fun and enjoyment means to you, you'll be doing more of that. And something important such as a new job or a raise. So chances are when it comes to you guys, maybe new job opportunities will come your way. Maybe this opportunity will be such that it will give you a raise. In certain cases, it may require you to travel as well. Not always, but that is there. However, let me also tell you, your responsibility will increase. Like if you were responsible for one thing, you're going to be responsible for maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, that's coming true. But it's a good opportunity in a way. And birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So for few people who were like expecting children, or you were hoping and praying that you have a blessing in your life, that is possible. However, for others, you may be getting a business opportunity. This opportunity can be in the form of an enterprise or maybe a job offer for you, but it takes you towards growth and it takes you towards people who are good for you. But remember this, for all of this to happen, you need to release the past. Okay, don't go into the future with burdens, go with faith. which I feel like organically you're developing wherever you are. Yeah, but success is what is written, it's destined for you, and that I believe is the biggest blessing that you're coming into. Yeah, but overall this is what I have for you, and as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then these are the things that are destined for you. We're looking at the blessings and possibilities of growth for you. Let's take a look. Now, in the upcoming time, pile 2, the beautiful thing is you're becoming much more childlike in nature. You're becoming much more curious, and it's almost like, you're seeing the world with a fresh set of eyes. It's like, hold on, I've been looking at this all of my life, but somehow the meaning has changed. Yeah, and it's going to happen every single time. So you're becoming much more innocent, you're becoming much more trusting, and because of this, the process of life for you in the upcoming time is going to be much more easier. Let's take a look at your tarot. Okay. And you have the Ace of Swords. Alright, comes to practical matters, it's like, I'm gonna follow the rule book. If this is how it is done, then this is how I do this. I also get a feeling like you're becoming sort of a student of something, like learning from somebody, like this is how it's done, and you're like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do this with your own happiness. So chances are, when it comes to your work or when it comes to your everyday life, you're finding a mentor who knows so much better than you and who's almost acting like a guide for you. Yeah, you're also going to be a lot more spiritual oriented in the upcoming time. Yeah, for some of you, your curiosity is getting better, so you may find yourself reading books, you may find yourself researching about so many things, you may find yourself looking at things differently in a way. For some of you, travel overseas is possible, and especially for my friends who've been wanting to sort of shift for higher education overseas or wherever you are, I feel like that option is going to be easily available to you. Regardless, you're learning something. Yeah, and I feel like that's destined for you, so there's like no missing out on it. So it may be a person teaching you, or it could be a coursework, but that learning is happening. There is also a period of moving out of difficulties. Like if in the past you were facing difficulty in certain aspects of your life, it's becoming easier for you. You're coming into calmer waters, and in fact what will happen is, mentally you'll now catch a break, where you'll be like, oh wow, things are easier, things are calmer, and a lot of things are getting clearer for you. It's like the forward road is getting clearer. The way I see this, in the past there were certain obstacles blocking your path. But it's like, okay, clarity reigns, the time is changing, and maybe for a couple of you, the planets are shifting as well. Because of which, the road ahead is much more smoother in your case. And, okay, you're also connecting within a lot as a person, So if in the past you were like, when it comes to the, philosophical matters, if you're like, looking for other people for answers, now you're going to be like, this is what I feel about it. And it's almost like, that connection with the universe, that's getting strong. So remember this, you're a child of the cosmos. And anyway, the intelligence of the universe lie inside you. And that is what you're realizing. Yeah, deeper for the first time in your life. And you're also getting into a kind of a divine flow. You're not forcing things too much beyond the point. See, it's like if you have certain goals, you will absolutely work towards it. Okay, you will have goals, you will have your manifestations, but you won't push through it, which you were doing if you've been following my readings for a very long time. I always tell you, don't want something so much that will move out of you, but that is organically changing for you. You're getting in some kind of a divine flow. You're like, I'm going to trust this process. Yeah, I'm not going to let my ego become an impediment. So I feel like ego matters will be resolved now. And interestingly, that is your card as well. You won't let pride get into the way. So if you've made a mistake, you'll probably reach out and say, look, I made a mistake. I'm really sorry, I'm trying to be better, I'm trying to fix things, that way. Because of which, your relationships will get easier and your life will get easier as well. So that is really a good thing. And you're going to the simpler aspects of love. It's like when we were kids, especially, they're like two kids' energies out here. So maybe you're doing something with children, you're an educator, or you are very good at dealing with children anyway, but it's that innocence in you that is returning. And when it comes to relationships as well, you'll always have closer relationships in the future with people from your past who mean something to you. See, in the future, your relationships are not going to be phony. Yeah, if somebody doesn't speak to you, if they don't speak your language, then it doesn't work. If somebody speaks your language, they speak your language. That is the simplicity of love. And there's almost this energy of yang, like where action needs to be taken, you're going to be taking that action. And when you feel like, wow, I'm going to sit back and relax, you're going to be doing that. But you're almost getting hard at work with something. So whatever it is, whether you are a student, you're getting hard at work, whether you are a professional, you'll be at work, or even if you're retired, you're going to be having something that you're passionate about. Yeah, you're not going to be laid back about your life, but still you are in a flow. It's almost weird when it comes to you guys, there's this sort of a flow that is happening. When you know when to use what, when to go with the flow and when to do something, not push but do. Yeah, that difference is there. And you're learning to love yourself. Yeah, you're learning to accept yourself for who you are. And for you, the definition of love now begins with the self. You're like, if I cannot be honest with myself, if I cannot be like the most authentic version of myself, do I even put myself out there? So you'll not sort of compromise when it comes to relationship. Yeah, you're not letting pride get into the way. That's not there. There's a difference between self-love and pride. So you're almost understanding the tiny matters, the little things that distinguish one from the other. You're coming to an understanding of that. You're getting simpler as a human being. That complexity that you had about you, that is sort of coming out. However, your sensitivity is on point. Okay, like you're going to be sensitive. Little thing happens and it hurts your feelings. You're going to be crying. That's who you are as a person. That continues, but otherwise it's like simplification of things. There's a journey for you in the upcoming time which is destined. Now, this could be a physical journey, especially long distance journey for some of you, or for others it could just be like a mental journey, a journey of self-love, towards self-love, or a journey of letting go of your pride, of understanding that you're a child of cosmos and understanding that love is simple. Those lessons. A successful outcome to your problems. So especially in the upcoming time, it is destined. You're going through some kind of problems. Your problems are going to be, resolved with blessings, if I may add. And you'll also receive some kind of a gift. So there's also a gift coming towards you. Yeah, or maybe somebody who truly loves you will give you that gift. Yeah, that's really coming through. And maybe it's a gift of love. That simple love. Someone new is entering your life. So once again, it's destined that this is a new person. Could be at work, could be in your personal life, but there is somebody new. In a way, the chair that was empty. Like if you had a place for somebody in your life, that place is being filled, which makes you happy, which makes you fulfilled. Maybe a child, or connection with kids, which of course fills our heart with so much joy. Just saying, could not be. Maybe if you feel the need for a friend, it could be a friend. If you feel the need for a partner, it could be that as well. Oh, and most importantly, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So this, I feel like, is the biggest blessing which is destined for you. So whatever negative forces are out there in the universe, you're going to be protected from it. because you're a child of the cosmos. Yeah. And sometimes, I feel like certain of the difficulties that we're facing, it was because of evil eye, or maybe people around you may be shady, like they pretend they're something and they're not, those kind of things. So you'll be protected from them as well. Yeah, but overall, this is what I have for you in terms of what is destined and the blessings. And as always, I'll leave you with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, then these are the things that are destined for you when it comes to your life. Let's take a look. First of all, when it comes to you, pile 3, it's like, you're becoming much more aware as a person. You're becoming much more aware of your patterns is what is coming through, In a way, the things that were unclear for you, or the lessons that you were not learning, you're learning them now. And even though, you may not understand everything, you'll still walk the right path because the path is shown to you. It's almost like a lantern coming through to show the way. Yeah? So, becoming much more conscious, much more aware of the things that are happening in your life. You have the Emperor. You have the Page of Pentacles. Oh my God. You have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles. What is with you? In the upcoming time, if there's something that is destined, it is stability, stability, and more stability. Stability in your emotions, stability in your logic, and stability in your life. I see a lot of happiness coming into your life. Yeah, happiness when it comes to your family life as well. Like, not only are you going to thrive in the upcoming time, your family is going to be thriving, and also people who are associated with you. Yeah, there is a chance when it comes to a couple of you that you may invest in land or invest in some kind of property. Yeah, when it comes to personal affairs, you'll be able to take care of things beautifully. Whether it is your family relationships, you'll be able to handle that, or your professional relationships, or your friendships for that matter. But you're going to be very busy, okay, in whatever you do. Even though you are like retired or you have your own life, you're going to keep busy. Yeah, for some of you, you could also take up new hobbies in the upcoming time, the hobbies that fill you with joy and laughter. And in the upcoming time, you're also becoming much more assertive. If something needs to be said, you're going to be saying it. If some action needs to be taken, you're going to be taking action towards it. So when it comes to, I feel like there is a slight disconnect between your emotions and you. Your emotions is only associated with people you truly care about. Other than that, you're like, I'm going to stay away. Yeah, you're going to be like, okay, this is a social thing, this is a personal thing, and my emotions are only in this arena. So that distinction is happening for you in the upcoming time. For a couple of you, you may also come into leadership opportunities. When it comes to your work, you may get a promotion, or you may be just promoted in terms of your work, but you're going to be doing well and people are going to respect you. There is also a lot of social respect that is coming towards you in your directions. Yeah, I see a lot of document signing for you as well. Now, in the upcoming time, I get the sense that you're going to be very curious. You're going to want to learn certain things. You're going to be wanting to understand certain things just because your mind is that curious. It may not make you money necessarily, but it's like, okay, this is my hobby, or this really interests me. I'm going to learn that. So that is kind of an attitude that you're coming into. For a couple of you, marriage is possible. Yeah, and marriage in a family that is pretty established, where there are rules, there are regulations which needs to be followed, that kind of family. And interestingly, there's also this message of peace and harmony coming into your life. Yeah, it's like the balance is returning. It's this energy of the serious. Yeah, there is some communications also coming to you from the universe. Like, maybe you'll be very intuitive when it comes to your things, but that guidance is coming towards you when you need it. There is also you becoming a lot more concerned with your inner child. Yeah, you're maybe going to focus on your inner child's needs, and they could be met via hobbies, they could be met by whatever that speaks to you, of course, because our inner child needs are very different for each one of us. But certain childhood wounds that we may carry, we're going to heal that. And also, whatever deepest needs you'll have, you'll always fulfill them. You'll give yourself the love that you so desire. You're also going to be having times of fun. Yeah, so when you need to spend money, you are going to spend money. When you want to sort of go out, you're going to be going out, and it's like you're living your best life. You're living it consciously, okay? None of your decisions are like, okay, I made this thoughtlessly. No, you're becoming much more aware of it. You'll weigh the pros and cons of every situation that you get into. And you're also going to be much more thoughtful. You're going to be much more in the present moment, here and now. So when you're with people you love, you are going to be there 100%. When you're working, you're going to be there 100%. There's no such thing that I am here but I'm there. That's changing. There's a new journey starting towards you. Yeah. So this could be you getting a fresh start in some ways is coming through, or you could be having a new beginning in your life, but you're trusting of the process. You're like, I know this is gonna work for me. Yeah. And you're also going to be balancing your spirituality and practical life beautifully. Yeah. And I have always known pile 3s to be very, very spiritual people. However, sometimes what happens is when we go too much into spirituality, we forget the practical. And sometimes when we go too much into the practical, we forget the spiritual. So now it's going to be some sort of a balance for you. When you cannot leave your spirituality, but you also know, practically certain things need to be taken care of. So in that way, you'll be balancing things really, really well. I'm gonna be giving you your tea leaf cards. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Once again, with that trust, you're taking a chance on something. You're like, I want to do this. I really want to do this, and I'm going to do this. You want to take that chance. Spiritual guidance and protection from harm. So when it comes to your life, I told you you're getting much more spiritual, like spirituality is really coming to you, but you're getting that angelic protection when it comes to your life. Yeah. And protection from harm is also coming. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So there's a new career possibility, or maybe an additional source of income. But money is coming in a new way, okay? That's the key, a new way. And fair woman. So this is a woman that you're going to be dealing with. Yeah, but this is a new person who's going to enter your life. A fair woman. Keep that in mind. And in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So whenever in the upcoming time you need help, you need assistance, that assistance will be there for you. Yeah. So don't be afraid to take it. When you feel like, okay, I cannot take care of this, don't be afraid to take that hand. Okay, so even give a hand in certain cases. Why not give to somebody else? But when you need it, it's going to be there. You just have to reach out. That's what is coming through for you. But this is what I see destined for you. It's a period of stability, intense stability, and lot of harmony. Just please make sure you bring a lot more emotions into whatever you're doing. Don't make everything practical, which may be a tendency for a couple of you, taking too many practical decisions. But always remind yourself that emotional touch is what is important. Yeah, I'll leave you here with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye.